Hey, this Assembly, bless you. Pastor Toby coming at you. I've just got a message from my heart I got to share with you. We've been in the middle, we're not in the middle, we're a couple days into a 21-day time of prayer and fasting. And a lot of people ask me, why fast? And, oh, just another fast. Oh, Toby's calling it. What is the point? And I really want you to hear my heart and understand that what we're trying to build as a culture of prayer warriors and understanding that fasting is so effective. The first mention in the Bible in fasting is when they were talking about Yom Kippur, which is the Day of Atonement. And the term that was actually used was to afflict oneself. And it just kind of became known throughout the Jewish culture that the best way to do that was just to not eat food or drink water for a time till you felt that you understood what was going on and all that kind of stuff. It kind of woke you up. There are other instances in the scriptures. A lot of them had to do with 3 days at a time. When God told Moses he was going to come meet with the people, he told them to fast and prepare for 3 days. We know that Esther, before going in to see the king, fasted and prayed for 3 days. We know that Daniel went into a 3-day time of prayer and fasting. He did another one for 21 days as well, and that's where we get a lot of this. Because he says, well, for 3 weeks this happened. And you can go back and read those in the scriptures. But what I wanted to really add on to that is prayer is about, or fasting is about prayer. Fasting is about connecting with God and increasing the potency of your prayer. It's powerful. It does something. I wish I could put a nail on the head and tell you exactly what it is, but it's very powerful. Paul makes it clear that we struggle. There's a constant battle between our flesh and our spirit, and which one's going to be in control. And let's face it, our flesh normally wins. It makes decisions that satisfy the self. It understands and wants what it wants, and it goes after it. And fasting is about learning to shut down the flesh and allow the spirit to come alive. Try that in other ways, sure, but remove food from your life for more than 4 or 5 hours and understand what goes on. You'd be surprised at how much your tongue actually craves habitual things more than your stomach is actually hungry. It's a flesh thing. It's desiring, it's craving. So the flesh normally wins. One man says that fasting is like turning the volume knob down in your flesh and turning it up in the spirit. We gain authority, we gain clarity, and we gain a closeness with God. It's amazing. I wish I could illustrate more to you, but you have to experience it for yourself. You have to dive in. You have to experience it. I've tried to make fasting a regular habit in my life, not in the sense that, hey, once a month I do a day or something like that, but I do a couple 1-day fasts or a couple 3-day fasts throughout the year. And then, of course, I like to participate in the 21 days of at the beginning of January, just to open our eyes and our ears to what's going on. 12 years ago, I had a tiny church I was trying to plant and build. And it was 40 days before Christmas. It was 42 days before Easter on Sunday morning. And I was preparing the church to start a fast on Tuesday, which would be 40 days before Easter. And I wasn't asking them to fast food for 40 days or anything like that. And I was just encouraging them and teaching them. And out of my mouth came, and if I can go without food for 40 days, you can join me and fast something for 40 days. And it hit my mind at that very moment, what did I just commit myself to in public? And it freaked me out, but I wanted to be a man of my word. So I guess in my head, I said, okay, I guess I start a fast in 2 days. And I did 40 days drinking water and a little bit of coffee, decaf, sugar-free, that kind of thing. Yeah, I did 40 days, and I wish I could tell you the power that was gained knowing that my spirit needs to control my flesh. The answers to prayer, the closeness with God, all those other things. It was not for dietary purposes. It wasn't for that at all. I lost 41 pounds in 40 days, and I gained probably 25 of those back in the first 15 days after the fast. Um, so probably not the healthiest way to come off a fast. I didn't do it right, and I had some issues, but I've learned, and I won't do that again. No one ever said that fasting is fun, in the sense that I'm hungry or we're hungry and you're dealing with that. But once you've experienced it and the closeness you feel towards God, the more you're going to want to participate, the more that you're going to want to build a habit. Because God said it. That's the answer. We do it. He manifests himself in closeness. He manifests himself in power. He manifests himself in excitement in our life and joy that we haven't felt in a while, maybe just because of the increase of his presence in our life. It's about learning to walk in the Spirit. It's about it's killing the flesh, laying down the flesh, submitting your flesh so that we can actually walk in the Spirit. I just want to encourage you. We're only a couple days into it. You're not too late to join in. And from now, starting now until the 24th on Sunday, I encourage you to join in on the fast in some way. So if that's a Daniel fast, which is no meats, no sweets, no dairy, no meats, no sweets, and dairy. There's other kinds of fast. It's not a diet. It is a time to afflict the self, to go after him. Some of you will just simply fast media, which is great, and I encourage that, but I encourage you to take it a step further. Take it a step further than you did last year a little bit. Every year, let's build this up and see how far we can actually go with this. And I really believe we can build a culture where prayer and fasting is recognized in our congregation as a powerful tool to build kingdom in myself and then through me to the rest of the world. It's about building kingdom from the beginning to the end, no matter what. It's about celebrating Jesus. It's about celebrating our relationship with God and then carrying that to the next level. So I want to encourage you, come to the next level. Join in on the fast. We're going to end it on the 24th here at church after service with a celebration of soup and healthy, easy way of coming back into eating. We'll talk about that more in the future, but join with me. We really appreciate your time, and I know that you'll appreciate it too. You'll thank me in the end that you participated because of the power and everything that represents. So bless you. I love you. Join in. Can't wait to talk more about it and celebrate. On the 24th, we're going to celebrate what God does. We're going to celebrate the testimonies of what God's going to do. And I can't wait to hear those testimonies throughout the next 21 days and then ending on that day. It's going to be amazing. Bless you. Have a great day.